Yep. Mama said there will be days just like this. Come on. Cowboys bright spots within darkness of the season. Give me one good reason I should stay. Come on, baby. Come on with it.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play?
Yep. Come on with it.
Come on, dog. Come on.
All right. What we tell them? Prepare. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let me hear it again, baby. Closer than close. Yeah. Original. What is your profession? Long. Hit. Subscribe. Share. Carry. Come on, baby. Come on with it. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You know, sometimes people catch a cloud and a whole bunch of other stuff happen, right? And sometimes, you know, you can look at something and you can see it and it may not manifest to what it wants to be right then and there. But I can guarantee you, my bottom dollar, that if you guys continue to support the nation, ride with the nation, rock with the nation, we gonna be on top of things, regardless of the situation. We gonna be on top of it. I appreciate you guys so much, and appreciate those who roll with the nation, man. Good, bad, or ugly. You know, I thank those who be straight up with me. I'd rather for you guys to tell me the truth than to lie to kick it. I get all of that, right? So I really appreciate those. Shout out to the day ones. If you're a day one in the chat, put 1 in the chat. If you're a day one in the chat, put a 1 in the chat, baby. But we're going to talk about the unsung heroes, the positive aspect out of this situation. Even in the midst of a storm, there are things that can still grow. Let me tell you, even in the midst of the storms, there are things that can still grow. And J May, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I love to hear the fact that you got that helmet now.
Nobody
come on with it.
does it better.
Yeah, let me know if it's everything that you thought it would be. Come on, baby.
Come closer than close.
Yeah.
Original, they never will be.
Boy said never will be, baby. Come on with it. And on top of that, this episode will be brought to you by Underdog. Let's get this on and popping. And salute and kudos and credence to Underdog. If you are looking for a fantasy team, right, and if you're looking for also a pick'em challenge, then be sure to check out Underdog. The #1 fantasy, over 5 million people, man, that signed up with Underdog. It's easy to use platform. All you have to do is select for Kyler Murray, higher or lower. You know, Sam Darnold, you can go higher or lower with 250 yards. You can do it that way as well. James Conner, they extended him. You know, they like what they got out of him. Appreciate that. And on top of that, Jordan Addison. So when you use promo code LAW, they will match. They said they'll do $1,000 bonus thing. So I don't know about you all. I heard the economy is bad, but it's better now. All of a sudden that we got something else in the office, but that's a whole nother conversation. So be sure Be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. I got David J. Love your law. Keep up that energy. I got to. I've been up since 3 o'clock. I've been going through some stuff, baby. But talking to you guys, being able to work and get things going, we can talk about Brock Hoffman. We can talk about the way Hoffman been a menace out there. He's been one of those guys that it is a situation and scenario that this team been missing. This team been needing something like this, a person that if you punch him in his, sometimes they say, hey, turn the other cheek, right? But that's on a different type of level. He's not going to turn the other cheek. No. This situation and scenario, he's going to make sure that, hey, you hit me, I'm going to hit you back, right? Whose mama said, if they hit you, hit them back. Whose mama told y'all that? Mama said, was it a song that says, mama said, knock you out? Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm going to knock you out. Was that a song out there that said those type of things? And I'm going to tell y'all, Mama be right. Mama Nims be right. So with that being said, when you look at Hoffman, we needed this tenacity. We needed this type of energy. We needed this type of grit. We needed a guy that's going to fight and play through the echoes of the whistles to keep your quarterback standing upright so that he can at least give you an opportunity to throw the ball down the field, right? Yeah. LL Cool J. Mama said knock you out. Come on, baby.
Nobody does it better.
Nobody,
They can come closer than close.
and who can do it like me?
Original, they never will
Who can give me what?
No doubt, man. So somebody waking up and say, Law, I need to get on your level, bro. I need to get some of that coffee. So unsung heroes, let's go through them. For the 2024 season, I know in the midst of the darkness, we talked about Dak Prescott contract to the moon and back. We talked about who should be the starting running back, whether it's Ezekiel, Elijah Elliott, or Rico Suave Dowdle, or Tiny Deuce Vaughn. We talked about my guy 40 ounce. We talked about all of those small things, but in actuality, those who've been following the channel for a long time, boy, we've been right on the money. Law, what you mean? We said earlier, hey, let's give Rico the chances to have the touches before you get to the 20. And then when you get inside the 10, then you can figure out ways to utilize the multitudes of backs, right? But as it relates to that, the Cowboys were doing a lot of experimentations, right? I mean, they brought in Dalvin Cook. And he ain't cooking no more. I don't know what happened to him. And on top of that, they played musical chairs. One week it would be Zeke started. The next week it will be Rico. But we got to adhere to this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Learning on the fly is a horrid thing, right? And getting battered and bruised with injuries and beyond is a crazy another thing. But we got to give the first unsung hero to this.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
You got to give it to Rico. He's been running with authority in the last 3 games. He's averaging over 5.2 yards per tote. That's not nothing to sneeze at. Appreciate you. On the other side of it, we got to give kudos and credence to my guy, Cavante Turpin. Let's give him a round of applause for being an unsung hero.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
You ain't lying. Come on with it. Mama said knock you out. Freddie Morales says, my mama and dad once told me, you get in a fight, boy, you better not start it. But you damn sure better end it. Yeah. What Craig told, what was that dude? What Pops told Craig? Come on. You win some, you lose some, Hey, Pops be right too, man. Pops be right too. What time is it? Rush hour. I see you, little Dallas. Cowboy, appreciate you so much. Who else is going to be the unsung hero? I will have to put this into the ramifications on the defensive side. Shout out to Josh Butler, and he's having season-ending surgery, according to Stephen Jones. For these last 2 games, he was showing us a little promise here. But I will be crazy, idiotic, not to bring up my guy.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis. In the midst of all of this darkness, he's been by far our most solid defensive back on his team. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know. Yeah. Let me know if I'm lying. So, Jordan Lewis is, I'm about to say Jordan Davis, God dog. Whoa. We see him down the stretch. We'll see what we can do up against him. But Jordan Lewis been that dude that's been crazy good, and he's been our unsung hero. I got 2 more players that I want to name, and then we'll play the game of who's been your unsung heroes. Y'all call in. Y'all get y'all place in line. And I want to know, I got to know who's on your unsung heroes list. In this particular order, Brock Hoffman. Let's put his highlights back up. He's been one of those guys. You can throw in an honorable mention of TJ Bass, but Hoffman he's been that guy. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, when you think of it, you can say, hey, bring that to the table. But last but not least, the other unsung hero, he's been minutes out there, and I ain't talking about just to society. You got to throw in Overshown. And I don't have his highlight reels pumping, but I can tell you that when you talk about and you contextualize what Overshown been doing, haven't been undershown. He's been overly showing his capabilities and his skill set and his wits and his ability to also play like with his hair on fire. He's been one of those guys that he had a pick 6. He forces pressures, over 8 pressures the last game, and he's able to get to the quarterback. So you got to put all of those things in there. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, these are things that we look for out of a guy. Basically and technically, this is his first year, because you can argue that he red-shirted basically last year due to his injury, and he wasn't able to get out there on the field to give us anything. But shout out to him.
Demo, first of all, happy Thanksgiving, and what a Thanksgiving for you. I mean, you got 9 tackles, your first career touchdown, a fumble recovery, but we got to talk about you tipping the ball to yourself for a pick 6. Do you remember it? Can you take me through it?
It must be because it ain't your face. I need a tip drill.
The running back coming up to me, I thought I was getting blocked, but they always say that the play is going to come. You 100% effort every time, your play is going to come, and I've been waiting for something like that. I was actually told that I was going to get a pick 6 today, so that's just the power of, manifesting and trusting everything going around you. So it was definitely a feeling that I'll never forget.
I feel like people have been talking about you since camp. From your head coach to Micah Parsons calling you a pit bull, getting ready to, get you off the leash. What is clicking? What is coming together for you and this defense?
I play around a great group of guys, and, they definitely helped me to get back to this point, being out all last year and then being able to come back with a coach like Zam and with a D coordinator that trusts me. So very thankful for the guys that I get to play with. They definitely make my job easier, and, just getting better every week. Everything's starting to slow down for me. I'm blessed and I'm healthy. That's all I can ask for. So any chance I get to step on this gridiron, I'm going 100%.
Before we let you go, we're honoring, of course, John Madden today on Thanksgiving. This entire defense walked over just a bit ago and had some turducken. You still have the leg. How is it? You've never had it before, correct?
First time.
Nothing like the first time, ladies and gentlemen. This boy right here, hey, he a real one. I do like the way that we are challenging the opposition and being able to make plays and see things going in the right direction. Also within the confines of this, my guy Cowboys fan talk, Jerome, Mr. Rome in the house. I'm telling y'all, sometimes you can overlook a few things. I'm telling y'all right now that this mock draft with Luther, not Vandross, but Burden the third, plus you throw in Omar coming from Tennessee, and then you have Ollie Gordon. Those three picks right there can change the complexity of this team to a degree, and this is way down the line. If we continue to win, there could be some nuances there that can change a little bit. What I'm saying is, baby, is that don't sleep on ability, what a difference a year can make. And those are things that we have to really look into as well. Butler was a great pickup for us. I feel you, Lil Dallas. Appreciate you. Ghostface Gaming says, look, man, if we beat Cincinnati and Carolina, Tampa Bay, Washington again, and only lose to the Eagles, we're 9-8, might be used for a playoff seed. Yeah, we talked about that on Tankathon. And, you know, I would say this, though. Be where your feet at. Let's not overanalyze the situation. The Cowboys, yes, we have the 14th spot here. And then when you click on this and you look at what they can do in the draft, maybe, you know, but if you scroll down, we do have a miniature bye week right now. Our next game is not until Monday night. We are going to play the Cincinnati Bengals at the crib. So it is a situation that the Cowboys get a long rest. They don't have to travel, and this could work in the Cowboys' favor. And then they got to go on the road and play at Carolina. Then they got to come back here, play Tampa. Then they got to go on the road and play the Eagles. Then they got to come back here to play Washington. So the schedule itself is very much so in our favor. I am awake, or you says Ollie Gordon is fire, right? So yeah. And this was our last year's draft selection. We drafted Tyler Guyton, Marshawn Nealon, Cooper Beebe, Mears Learfowl, Carsons, Ryan Flournoy, Nate Thomas, and on top of that, Justin Rogers. We can clearly say that this was a no-go. Justin Rogers didn't work out for us. He's on someone else's team. Nathan Thomas, he is a guy that's still developing, by the way. Ryan Flo, we haven't got a chance to see him all the way. Carsons, Mears Learfowl, he made some plays. So I'm looking for Learfowl next year. Cooper Beebe, out of all of these draft picks, I'm looking at number 56, who was draft selections of 73. I'm looking at him, who was a major a move for us this offseason because nobody else stood tall in the draft selection here. So I got to look at that. If you're talking about out of the draft picks for the 2024, who was the unsung hero, you have to bring up my guy Cooper Beebe. Everybody else, Marshawn Nealon gave us a little here and there, a little razzle-dazzle, but it wasn't enough in my opinion. All right, so when we look at 2023's draft, Mazi Smith, I got some footage of Mazi. I think I still got it somewhere right here. And he gave us a little something. Let me see if I can find it. This is Mazi. Watch him. You see that? You see that Mazi right here? Now, I'm not trying to sell y'all anything. I'm not trying to tell y'all that Mazi is about to turn the corner and he's going to be this world of a juggernaut person. I'm not finna do that to y'all. You know, I'm not finna be like, you know.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not finna do that with you all. But what I can tell you is normally it takes 3 years. Normally it takes 3 years. And if I can see a little splash here, a little splash there, and we got to quantify the fact that he's, only 22, 23 years of age. There's been some research out there that although people say that human beings stop growing when they're 18 to 21, but your brain don't stop developing until you're 25. Your overall capacity of your bone density, and I'm talking some doggone biology over here now. Most of your body parts and your muscle mass don't stop developing until you're 25. That's the sweet number. So he still got a few more years. That's all I'm saying. And he's getting better and better. And I'm not saying that this dude going to be a world beater or none of that. But what I'm saying is that there's a possibility that he could improve and he can improve to this guy that can help us out down the stretch for next season for sure. You want to continue to build upon that. And that's, look at you. Yeah. In the words of my guy.
I spoke with Michael and Elijah and I said, that's how you do it, son.
Tut.
You do it like they do.
He's only 23.
I wanted to stand in front of my boys and say, do it like your dad, like any proud.
Come on with it. What we gonna do, baby? What we gonna tell him?
And at that moment, a voice came over me. And it said, look up. Get up.
What we gonna do? What we gonna tell him, baby?
The fight started, baby.
That's what we gonna do.
2 feet and get that done, don't contemplate it.
Come on.
Let's get that done, this victory
We fighting flexing over. Confidence is everything. Yeah. Confidence is everything. Yeah. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, who knows? I go back to say this. There was a guy by the name of Justin Matabuke. First year, and of course, different parameters because I think he was drafted in the 3rd or the 4th round. But Justin Matabuke, he didn't show up until his 3rd year. Not saying that Mazi is in the same realm, but let me give you another one. There was a guy by the name of Dexter Lawrence. Y'all can let me know what team he played for. But he didn't blossom. He didn't give anything until his 3rd season. All right. There's another guy. Law, you got more and more stuff for us, man. Law, you be coming with it, baby. Yeah.
We don't never give up.
There's a guy by the name of Vince Wilfork. Drafted in the 1st round, I believe. I forgot what round he was. And I'm not saying, take this only with tongue in cheek. I'm not saying pause is necessary, but I'm not saying that this dude Mazi is on the same playing field as Vince Wilfork. I think he got a gold jacket, by the way. This dude averaged 1 sack a season. 1 sack a season. And I'm not saying that Mazi is him. But in his first 3 years, he had a total of about 2 sacks in his first 3 years. So what I'm saying, it takes time for you to be able to get to develop and grow into those type of things. And on top of that, coaching plays a major role, not a minor role with that, you know. So all I'm saying is Mazi a trash can full of dirt? Nah. Because he's in between. I thought he for sure he was going to be 350, 360, but he lost all of that weight his rookie season, got down to Ozempic size Mazi to 288 from what we heard, and now he tried to reclaim his size, reclaiming my size over here basically, and it took him a long longitude and latitude of time to get back. And if anybody know that when you put on 4 or 5 pounds, you moving a little sluggish. He had to put on 10 to 15 plus coming off of a rehab. of his shoulder surgery that he had this offseason. So you got to quantify all of this with new coaching. And I think that a stern coaching from Jeff Scanina is helping him along the way. So now we are finally seeing some of those plays. But in Cowboys world, Will Fork was an earth mover. Yeah, Big Benny. Yeah. Will Fork, boy. Or if you go back to the Legion of Boom, a lot of people talk about Cam Chancellor. A lot of people talk about Bennett and Earl Thomas and them, and they talk about Cliff Avery and Bobby Wagner to a degree, Richard Sherman, but nobody talk about Big Maybank. Yeah. He was the unmovable object. Didn't give you gaudy sacks. They get the dirty jobs done. They do all of the nasty work for you. Right? They do all of the sloppy stuff, man, So you need some slop eaters over here, and that's what we are getting, and that's where we are heading to, by the way. So what I'm getting at is the fact that you got to look at all of those things and quantify that this is technically Mazi's first year with a D-line coach that absolutely know D-line stuff. And no shade at Aiden Durde, by the way. Shout out to Aiden Durde. And he's with Seattle, and I think Seattle is doing great for right now. And KJ Wright. And it was another guy, Bruce Irving. Big, nasty, big meat, yeah. So you got to be able to have those big boys down inside. Let me talk about this, even the Ravens, to a degree. Haloti Nada came on the back end, but before that was Saragusa and Sam Adams and all of those big boys. So it can allow the linebackers to roam free. So what I'm saying is, shoot, y'all just give it a little time. In this particular work efforts, I would tell you, flex on them, Mazi. Keep doing your thing. Flex on them, bro. Keep growing, and hopefully next year or down the stretch of these last 5 games, sure, we can see some more sloppy works with that. Yeah, is Greg Ellis working with the D-line? Yeah, Greg Ellis is more so working with the edge rushers, the edge guys. Soft-spoken guy, but he knows his stuff. But you're getting a lot of that D-line stuff from Jeff Scanina. So he's the guy that's been pushing Mazi into the right directions and these sorts of things. So both of those boys, I like their work. I like what they're bringing to the table. Could our D-line be better? Well, we'll find out because we've been robbed. We don't know exactly who Marshawn Nealon is. But for the spoonful of plays, come on with it. He been shining. For a spoonful of plays, Chauncey Golston been playing at his all-time best, right? Chauncey Golston been playing so much better since he's been having Greg Ellis coaching him. Hey, he may be here next year. They may bring him back for a cup of coffee, right? On top of that, when you think about it and you quantify and you collectively speak about these things as it relates to Carl Lawson, he's been pretty good. So, yeah, all of those things can work out for is good, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go back to this list right here. Let's look at 2022's draft. Tyler Smith, I like him. Sam Williams, we've been robbed by injuries of him, so we didn't get a chance to see that. Oh, and salute to Osa. He's been having a good year. Jalen Tolbert, I think that we kind of like in the middle of that one of saying that, hey, we could have went with another selection with that one. Jake Ferguson, okay, all right, that's my dog. Matt, well, let's go. Oh, no. There's no positivities that I can say about Matt Waletzko outside of the fact that he's just going to be forever remembered of the Amari Cooper's pick or trade, dare I say. Bland, phenomenal. Damone Clark, he's disappeared. What happened to the Damone? Is he hurt? Is he gone? He traded away? Did he cut Damone Clark? Have y'all seen him? Come on. What happened?
Damn!
And John Ridgway, of course, he's gone, and Harper, he's gone. So it is what it is, and that's just what it is, unfortunately. And if we go down to the 2021 draft, boy, we making strides right here. Parsons, beast. I would put him as the unsung hero, but we already know that he is the knight and all of the shining stuff that you can see. We already know that he's available as being one of our top dogs. Kevin Joseph, he's got his mixtapes and CDs somewhere over there. Osa, Chauncey. This 2021 draft, hey, we can look at those three right there. Parsons, Osa, and Chauncey. All three of those guys. And honorable mention, Izzy. I think this could be Izzy last year. But Izzy been solid. He's been solid. Izzy haven't been dropping the ball over here. Yeah. Ann says he's Chief Kingdom. Appreciate him. All right, so we can go on and on. I think the 2019 draft is what terrible. Only one we got left is Donovan Wilson. He's the only one left in the 2019 draft. And 2020 draft, of course, you got your two that's been drafted, CeeDee Lamb and Trayvon Diggs, respectfully. Both of them, if you add the money together, got $200 million. So you can say that the 2020 draft was still a success. When you look at the trends and when you look at everything, you can argue that out of any draft, it's two and a possible that the Cowboys tend to get to be their starters or to be the person that can elevate things. It's literally two and a possible. We had in 19 Tony Pollard. You can argue Dono. Maybe you can put in Connor McGovern, but he's on the Bills now. But there's two guys that you can literally go back and look at. In 2020, CeeDee Lamb and Diggs, two and a possible. Maybe you can throw in the fact that Tyler Biadasz was a guy that he made the Pro Bowl and he did great things for us or what have you. So that's your possible. Gallimore, he did his thing. Danucci came here. He'd been a multi-millionaire just off of selling hats. Can you imagine if Danucci went to any other team? He wouldn't have been able to have that true brand deal. But in 2021, you can talk about Osa and Parsons. The possible was maybe you can toss in Nashawn Wright and Izzy. I think that Izzy should have been given more opportunities, by the way. So when you look at drafts, it's always, I see you, Jerry. When you look at drafts, it's always, no matter how many picks you got, two and a possible. 2022, Tyler Smith and as well as Bland. You can throw out Jake Ferguson, and you can throw it because he was the possible. Sam Williams, he should have been starting. This draft, 2022, should have been four foreseeable starters, but it didn't work out for us in that way. And now when you look at 2023, you can say Mazi Overshown, right? Awesome Richards was giving us something. I think that down the stretch, this could be Jalen Brooks' last hurrah this year. Deuce Vaughn, this could be the Cowboys saying, you know what, we like you, Deuce, but next season we're going to just move on from that, right? Fihoko, that guy with the 129th pick, he's somewhere. I don't know where Fihoko is. He may be doing Ubers and Lyft somewhere. I hope all is well with him. Y'all let me know where Fihoko Jr. is at. Y'all let me know where he's at. And then in the 2024 draft, this will be the next coming around. If we can get two in the possible here, this will be a great thing. Yeah. Shoot. That would be a good thing. Shout out to y'all so much, and I thank everybody for tuning in. Now, if you didn't like what I was saying, and then you got distracted and you swerved a little bit, and then someone else kind of swerved a little bit, and then they get into your lane, right? And they rub against your car, right? They rub against your car. And all of a sudden, they push you off the freeway, highway, byway, or whatever it may be. Who's the first person you going to call? Who y'all going to call, man? I need to know who y'all going to call. Matter of fact, I'm going to give y'all the cheat code. This is who y'all need to call.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call
Yes.
Frenkel first.
214 or 817. Look. And if you're on the if you're on the afterlife, right? Don't call Ghostbusters. Call Frenkel first. Yeah. They are a great sponsor for Law Nation. They help elevate the nation. So if you make it to the afterlife and you sitting there saying, wait a minute, I need to reach out to Frenkel and Frenkel because they gonna take good care of me. The insurance company trying to take advantage of me, you know? Yeah. So at the end of the day, call Frenkel first or visit FrenkelFirm.com and get things rolling that way. Yes, indeed. And if you're a ghost and somebody call Ghostbusters, just move out of the way. I see you over there saying Ghostbusters. Yeah. Hey, if you're a ghost, just make sure that whoever handling your claim, they put in the right name for Frenkel and Frenkel. Hunt them if they don't call Frenkel first, baby. From the 903, Lady Jessica, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, Lo, how are you?
I'm doing
Happy
great.
Saturday.
Yes.
That's
Happy.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I saw a lot. You know, that's why I was trying to say to the guys that was talking about the draft.
Right.
Draft. I was like, I mean, y'all want to talk about draft, and the football season ain't even over with, but look what we found. Look what we got with Dak. Everybody was talking about all these different round picks.
Right.
In the high range of picks, then they ain't no good.
Uh-huh.
Look at Turpin. Look at Dak. Look at Overshawn. Look at Lukey. Look at all these pieces we got that ain't been out there able to play. They won't let him play. This man act like he don't know how to utilize this football team.
Right.
Any good coach would been and had all these boys been activating and playing out there on that field. Look at our boy Rico.
Suave, come on with it. Rico, yeah.
Rico been out there balling.
Yeah.
Man, you got to stick with what we have. We got pieces that wasn't even able to glow and show. But now, look at them now. Look at what we seeing. You know, Dak down. But, I mean, I get tired of people want to show when he got hurt the first time. I get tired of them making these little stupid comments. This man didn't want to be hurt.
Right.
This man look at where he at. Even though he don't undergo surgery, Dak could easily be at home and relaxing. But Dak is out there with his boys. Dak is up in that booth. He got to be around his team. And he also is in the ear. Y'all hear Cooper Rush out there saying what Dak say? Kill, kill, kill. Here we go. I'm like, Dak ain't out there. That boy sounds so familiar. But like I said, look at our people who everybody been saying, give them a try. Give them a try,
yeah.
And look how they out there balling. Look how they showing out. Give Turpin more reps. Ain't that what we were saying? That we needed more reps. That boy been out there being Speedy Gonzalez up and down that field. Let them cook. And then look at Brandon Cook come back. Boom, y'all. Let the players cook, Law.
Let them cook.
The guys play.
Let them play. Let them play. Appreciate you so much, lady.
Together for us, man.
Yeah.
We got a good team. Let them boys play. The season ain't over yet. Let's go, Cowboys, TVO. Everybody stay positive. I have a blessed Saturday. I'm going back in the chat.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. She pledged that PVO for us, man. No, what you pledge? PVO. Come on, put PVO in the chat for Lady Jessica, man. And I'm saying that, you know, this season, even though in the midst of the darkness, those unsung heroes try to find ways to corral and put those things together so that we can help this team out down the stretch. Yeah, so PVO people, Dak, we talking about Dak steps. Yeah. Cooper sound modest as hell when you say, here we go. Yeah, he does. And matter of fact, it is a here we go. And with all of that being said, I probably need to figure out a way to have Cooper Rush, here we go, as one of the sound bites instead of having Dak Prescott in there, since Dak Prescott, is not able to say, yeah, here we go now. All right, next caller I got, the caller, the baller, shot caller, all of the good things that you can say and literally feel from over here. That's the winner. J-May from the 774. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com.
Yes, sir, Law. Man, I just want to say a couple of quick things, and then if I can give my unsung hero award, I will. First of all, I just want to say, Law, I got my helmet, and I can't thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't thank you enough, bro.
Appreciate it.
That thing is beautiful, bro. It's on the shelf. It's sitting pretty up there, and I'm representing it, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
So
I thank you so
that,
much, man.
I thank you, man.
Hey, put it in a glass case, man, and maybe 15 to 20 years from now, man, it'd be a relic. You know how it goes.
Hey, you know something? It's more about the sentimental value. You know what I mean? It came from you, man. You're a baller. You know, you put a lot of work into what you do, so it's sentimental value, man. You can't put a price on that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
another
it.
quick thing I would like to I'd like to say real quick, if I can.
Go ahead.
I've been listening to your show for a couple years now. I have it's a little disorder. It's called glossophobia. You know, it's a type of it's an anxiety disorder when you got to talk in front of public and stuff like that. And I've always had a tough time. And I just want to say, from listening to your show, you got all your listeners. Nobody judges anyone. You give everybody, their shot to talk, and I never thought I'd be able to talk in front of people the way I do now since I started listening to your show, bro. So nobody judges on there. I just want to say I appreciate you and I appreciate all your listeners.
Man, don't make me cry, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate it, man. It's a hard work thing that I stuttered when I spoke, when I was young, and I had, slow to speak. I had all of those type of things going on, and now you can't get me to hush. I'm talking left and right,
Son, your inspiration. You got your regular listeners. You got VIP. You got Uncle Charles. Lady Jessica. They're just natural. They just seem like natural. Talkers. They have that like natural. They were born with that, and they do their thing. They're excellent at what they talk about. You know what I mean?
Yes,
indeed. A
indeed.
couple other people. I won't say any names that have some time, but I won't rush it, man. I just want to say real quick, my unsung, if I can, it would be I have to give it to Cooper Beebe. For him playing a position that he never played in college, to switching over to a center position that he never. Center position is not an easy position.
Facts.
So, for him to do that, he got drafted. He got scouted out of high school to be a defensive tackle, and now, like I said, he played every single position on the line in college except center. For them to draft him and then put him at center, and then to replace a Pro Bowler Biadish, I think says a lot about him. So, again, I know I took up a lot of time. I just want to thank you again for everything, brother, and I'll just let you get to it, brother.
No doubt, man. Shout out to Jamie, man. He won the helmet, the white helmet with the visor, and he's going to put it on display. Hey, if you can, shoot me a picture, Jay, if you don't mind, so we can share it around the world. You don't have to be in it, but if you want to be in it, you can. I guess Smoke One For You, he sent me a miniature video, man, and that means a lot when I'm seeing people being able to, share the same sentiments and the thoughts that I have, it's been a weird Thanksgiving for me, being without moms, being without pops, being without grandpops, being without grandmother, just being in this space you guys helped me out tremendously, So, and I'm a big family guy, and it's just been one of those things, high highs, low lows, and I get it, right? Everybody got somebody that's going through something. Old folks say this: either you in a storm or you going out of one, right? Trust and believe me, y'all. Either you gonna be in a storm or you coming out of one, and that's why I stay rooted. As it relates to not what the Cowboys say rooted, but I stay on the positive sides, even though, the Cowboys been all in shambles. So Rock CO says Cooper Rush release is faster than Dak's. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can have a quick release, but is it accurate enough? If you have enough wingspan to be able to get the ball to the right receivers and these sorts of things. But I like what Cooper Rush been doing. This is not a time to take a dump on Cooper Rush. I think that this is a situation that he earned his keep. He's been solid enough for us in these particular last 3 or 4 games, well, the last 2 games basically. But if anybody think that he's a starting quarterback, then I got land on the moon for sale. But what you can do is when you are down in ammunition, when you down weapons, and now it forces head coaches, offensive coordinators to start playing even more because they know the inefficiencies, so they plan around it. Now, what we need to see out of this offensive line is continuity of them protecting Cooper Rush. And if they can protect Cooper Rush, and if we can continue to have run game and this defense start throttling, we can go on a good run. Those are the aspects of it. Let's go with the next caller from the 469. What's on your mind?
How y'all doing today, people?
Hey,
and
what's
you
good?
listen to nothing but the truth. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. And I'm telling you right now.
Tim, man, where you at, man? You got a lot of echo. You ain't in the restroom, are you, man? Where you at, bro? You go to another room. Go to another room and talk to me.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little echoey. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I got a lot to say, man. I had a good time watching my Cowboys, man.
Okay,
I had
good.
a great time, and I love my boys, man. I love them. Man, let me tell you something. I had a joyful moment. I had a steam coming out through my body.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Holy Ghost came.
Come on with it.
Saved me, man. I feel good to see my tacklers, to see my like playing like that poster play.
Right.
I'm happy and excited. I'm excited. We marched to the freedom lane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited, man. I'm happy, joyful, cause joy come in the morning. So you have to always stay up and stay fast and say, you know what? I'm not gonna give up this fight. Cause NFL, it's a battle. It's a war going on. When you're in a war, you have to make sure you're ready to play. Make sure you're ready to march. So give up ever against a battle. So you will win, and we're going to constantly win. So this day is not over yet. It's not, because we got another game coming. So we'll make it. We will make it.
All right, we're going to make it, man. Come on with it. Lift every voice and sing. Come on, baby. Yeah, come on with it, man. Come on. You got the Holy Ghost over there. Come on with it.
Let me take you here. I'll take you this. When you in a box arena, sometimes when you swing with the left, you sometimes you're going to miss a couple of jabs. But you got to swing, get a before you be on the ropes. And when you take a lot of hits, you take a lot of blows. So that means you save your stamina. When you save your energy, you wait for that right hand to connect with that jaw. You ready to get a person that right hit, that right swing, so you get him uppercut, so you can knock him out.
All right, Pastor Timothy, man. Hey, I appreciate you so much, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. The Cowboys, Bethlehem, New Jerusalem's on the other side of the Methodist mountain, man. Appreciate you so much, Tim. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Let's go, man. Let's get it, man. Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man. You know, yeah, that's my guy, man. If you ever need a sermon, hold on, Tim. Hold on. I can't let you go without saying this, though. Tim.
Yeah.
Let me hear you say it, though.
Them Cowboys.
How about it? Yeah.
In the name of Jesus.
In the mighty name, the Bethlehem boys, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, we're going to come up with a name with him, you know, his church. Yes, indeed. Pastor Timothy, man. I'll change your name to Pastor Timothy. That's who he is right now. Come on, baby. Yes, indeed. Indeed, man. The Bethlehem Cowboys, because he's going to bring all of the excitement to us, and he's speaking nothing but the truth, because when you start to think about it, you got to be joyful of this team being able to win these last two games. It's not like when you look at this particular mock draft that you can say to yourself, I don't want none of these boys, right? And I know you got to be able, ladies and gentlemen, to finish the season first. But even when we winning, I don't think that a lot of people will say Luther been a very big burden on the Cowboys. No, Luther burden is going to be really good for us. Ollie Gordon, the second, if you keep Rico and Ollie, yeah, that could be a good situation for us. Trevor Etienne, just for double dipping, man, double dip. What's wrong with double dipping with these running backs? Go ahead and do that. I like that. But the next caller we have from the 305, you're live on the nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. What's good with you, bro?
What's good, Big Law?
What's good?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, bro.
Man, I just want to say, bro, I mean, it was a nice win for us last week, man. Pick off what we were saying yesterday. Yeah, man, I'm conflicted, bro. I'm real conflicted, but I'm still mad, man, because I feel like we just wasted opportunities for winning these last two games. But it's a good win for us guys, man. But I want to ask you something,
right.
Big Law. We've been complaining about the offense, right? As far as like the coordinators, and our biggest concern was like them not doing enough motions for our receivers to get open.
Right.
And it's been seeming like that since like the Jason Garrett area, since the Jason Garrett regime, right?
Right.
Is it possible? And you should know because you have more information than us for our fans. Is it possible that Jerry and the guys sit in the meeting room and go over the scripted plays with the coaches, and that's why we see the same plays over and over? Because it seems like no matter what coordinator we get, it seems like we're running the same plays over and over. Like, it doesn't matter what coordinator go in the booth or is on the floor, like, we're running the same plays over and over. So I want to know if you see the same thing that I'm seeing while we're watching these games.
I think Cole Beasley mentioned that before. I had an excerpt of him, saying the same thing. That the front office do control, the who gets the ball and these sorts of things, and it's terrible. It is terrible for the Cowboys to have that type of influence on the players or on the game, collectively speaking, and it's terrible, bro. I can't make this stuff up, but I can say that. It's just what it is, man. Unfortunately, man, it's just what it is. I wish it could be something differently, but it's not, and that's the only thing that, yes, they do control who gets the ball and who don't and these sorts of things, but.
But is this an NFL thing or this just like a Jerry Jones Cowboy thing? Like, it just goes on in every NFL, like, ownership where I know for like bonuses and stuff, like, you might stop that player for getting his 100 catch because you don't want to pay that bonus, whatever.
Right.
But far as like actually saying like having a walkie-talkie in the booth and saying like, man, we're gonna run the ball this play, or I want you to do this play. Like, Jerry have that much control over. Because I don't see no coach who has some type of balls in his pants coming over and doing that. Unless the whole league is like that.
No, the whole league is definitely not like that. But I can just say that we've seen examples of this happening. And I wish that it wasn't, but it is what it is, unfortunately, bro. And I hate it, you know. But at the end of the day, when you get a coach that's going to be here, he got to adhere to some of the nuances that Jerry Jones like to do. Because if he says, if I pay money, I need to see my money, you know. At the end of the day, I need my money to be moneying, you know. So they're going to adhere to that, and that's just how it goes.
Do you see a Belichick doing that? I don't see a Belichick going in there and Larry Jerry saying, okay, my first 10, 15 scripted plays is going to be like this. Like, Belichick going for that? Like, I don't see a Belichick going for something like that.
Yeah. It's just what it is, man. It's always political football. I'm trying to find this clip so that I can play it, because I'm looking for it. Let me see if I can find it on Facebook, because it is one, not Facebook, but let me see if I can. He said dictate.
We're not gonna see no change until, sorry God for saying this, until, you know, the old man rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna see nothing change until the old man rest in peace. And it seems like it's gonna be worse with his son, because his son definitely don't care.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm looking at the far future, like, man, God, like, you know, I'm a Cowboys for life, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to see where the change is going to come from, because you're not going to change the 80-year-old man ways. Far as him driving, far as how he's going crazy, you're not going to change his ways. But if he's conflicting to play actually on the field and the players on the field, I don't see what coach who has a strong head coming in here and changing this regime or changing this culture of the Cowboys. I just don't see it.
In closing, that's why you may see Mike McCarthy back.
Wow. Yeah.
That just how it goes. You may see Mike McCarthy back, and Jerry talked about regrets. He talked about mishaps and things like that. So there you go. You may see him back. So because who else want this job? You know, how else can you put sugar over this job, you know, when it's SHIT? How can you do that, right? You know, because that's the finite thing right there. We know that this particular organization and franchise is being run like a mom and pops, and unfortunately, that's just how it goes, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy to be a Cowboy fan, but I love him, man.
Well, I was a fan. Look, fan before Jerry bought the team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I saw every blade of gray hair grow on his head. So, so it's just what it is. That's the realities of it, right? That's right, Paul. So we just gotta root. We just gotta still root for him. You know, we ain't jumping ship. We ain't jumping no ship around here. I can't be rooting for the Eagles or the Washington team or the Giants. No, you know.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Especially those Eagles. You had the Eagle fan call there yesterday, man. I wanted to jump through the phone, man. I'm like, Lord, you can't let us do that to you, I wanted to jump through the phone.
But I got him though. I got him. I held mine.
We're gonna let them have their fun now, man. You know, we're gonna let them have their fun right now. Unfortunately, you know, they on the up and up, you know, and a lot of draft picks. They ain't go through they sorrows and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna let them go through. But
no. Just know this. You can book it. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. Just wait. Yes, a dark cloud over the Eagles franchise and organization. Just wait. This is just a good storyline that is going to be an epic fall. So I can't wait for this to all happen. But I'm telling y'all right now, they are an accident waiting to happen. Just wait. You can book it, 305. Come on with it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
Appreciate Appreciate you, bro.
My little brother, Eagles fan, man. So we go at it all day, every day, man.
Just tell him, just wait when the moment is just right. You know, just like when they was at the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts rolled to his right and a gust of wind make the ball fall out of his hand. Come on with it. So just wait. It's misery, and misery love company. Come on with it. I see you, Eric. But appreciate you from 305, bro. Yeah.
Yo, good. No, I just want to say good job, man, on everything.
Yeah.
God, man, and I heard you earlier about your grandma and everything, and your mom and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
I kind of went through the same thing earlier this year, losing my grandparents, man, and
right
right after her birthday. So I totally understand what you're going through, man. Totally understand. But keep up a good job. I'm always listening, man. Love your show, bro. And may God be with you, man. Stay blessed, bro.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, man, from the 305. Yeah. Jeez. Just wait. You can book it. I can bet my bottom dollar. Yeah, let me see if I can find that excerpt right quick. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in and being part of this episode. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Yeah, I gotta go here. Let's see if I can go right here.
I don't know who exactly makes those decisions, but I can also speak for another time. It was the week Amari Cooper got there, and Sanjay Lau was one of my favorite receiver coaches ever. Really good coach, knows what he's doing, right? He comes in there, and he told me straight up, he was like, hey, I'm just letting you know the big man, Jerry and Steven, are up there pushing to get Amari the rock this game. So I'm just letting you know. So I don't want y'all to get frustrated. Be ready for it. And I'm like, all right, cool. In that game, it was versus the Tennessee Titans. We forced the ball to him a ton. Dak threw picks forcing to him. And, so I know they do it. So he's not lying about that. And whether it's to keep contract, it probably is to keep contract money down.
I'm not seeking an apology from anyone. I just know what I'm talking about.
Like, this motherfucker don't miss.
Yeah.
He's fucking good. That motherfucker don't miss.
Okay. So it was from an older post that I put down there, man. I'm telling you, I don't miss, man. Shoot. And, yeah. And this me years ago. Hold on.
Hit Paul.
Hit Paul. Hold on.
Professional face enhancer for
Hit Paul. Skip that commercial. Come on, here we go. What's up?
I
still look the same.
And just want to talk to you guys about my thoughts on Cole Beasley comment and how this relates to Amari Cooper.
I like that helmet in the back.
You guys recall the time when Cole Beasley got mad because he had lack of targets, and I get it, right?
Yeah.
The Cowboys been under this conspiracy theory that we've been piecing together of all of the wide receivers. And it's one group, basically. It's the wide receivers.
That beard action still the same.
Of course, back in the day, it was Martellus Bennett, the tight end, that had their frustrations with the lack of targets or the lack of production.
Hold tight, VIP.
On the field. Now, granted, it's been a long time dealing with the way that Stephen Jones handled his negotiations and the tactics that he used as it relates to money, pension, penny pension, however you want to say that. But here's the thing. It will be in the Cowboys' best interest, and I hope that this will be the solution, that Amari Cooper restructure, or they come at that restructure game the better way, the best way, versus this guy being cut, because we are hearing the same thing that Cole Beasley said. And
I'm on the money, but
Jones refuted the argument and said, nah, that's not the case or the scenario. Listen to the audio, because I found the audio, and y'all know Rich Eisen, he don't pull no punches when he got some clues to what's going on with Dallas. Let's listen to this right quick.
By next week, we'll be making a final decision on that.
Okay, and I don't know if you were aware of what Cole Beasley was tweeting out yesterday about management deciding who gets the football in an offensive scheme, Stephen.
I would hope that's just his frustration, but certainly not at all the case. I mean, we don't get involved in that. We do, the only thing we ever do is decide if we're going to, pay players a lot of money, or we're going to trade for players and give up big picks, that we certainly hope that they would be involved. If we're going to do things like that there's a reason we're doing it, that they're going to be involved, but we would never dictate where balls go or things of that nature in terms of the game plan and getting involved with what our coaching staff does to get ready to play a ball game.
And lastly,
certainly Cole, and certainly of all people, Cole's always involved in getting balls and getting catches, and he's been just an integral part of what we're about. And certainly he made a lot of big catches and key catches in games that we've won and had success with.
Just to give you guys what he said, basically, and you know that Stephen Jones was listening to this because he was prepped, because Rich Eisen didn't get into details of what Cole Beasley actually said. But what Cole Beasley said, he said basically, honestly, the front office pushes who they want to get the ball to, and I haven't been a huge priority in that regard. Maybe that would change, but I'm not sure. More balls come my way in the final 2 minutes, basically. And that's when everything is not scripted. Now, we've seen this before. We was like, hey, the quarterback tend to play a whole lot better when it's the 2 minutes or when they freestyling and hurry up offense, and it's more so on the quarterback to make the play. And when they throw away the script, everything looks better. Dak Prescott looks like he's a whole different quarterback. And I'm not trying to sit here and say that Dak Prescott is faultless at this. No, don't get it twisted, Cowboy Nation. Yes, Dak Prescott, he got to play that script a whole lot better. But neither here nor there. I just want this whole narrative situation that this front office, they don't dictate situations of the ball, where it goes or what have you. Go away. In the best way that can happen, because we all love this team and we hate hearing this type of information. And of course, this tweet in that episode happened years ago.
Boy, I'm telling you, boy, ain't nothing new under the sun. Well, I froze my face like that.
Beasley.
There you go. That's hold on. Yeah, that's better freezing of the face right there. Yeah, hold on. Let me turn this down. Okay, so Political Boys is who we are, and that's what we've been doing. But I got my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us, man. From the hotline of the VIP side of it, man. You're live. Talk to your boy.
Lord, VIP, baby. Lord, I saw a couple of things in this game, Lord, that really... I'm going to say, Lord, I can't even say impressed me, but it opened my eyes. Respectfully, I already knew 13. 13 been that guy since day one. We've been screaming at. Right. What I did see, Lord, is 58 been balling.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what's wrong, Lord. Tell me my eyes have deceived me, Lord.
Give me my thing, you.
I don't know, man. He been balling, sure. He's been... From a interior play, right, you're not going to get all of the shine. You're not going to get all of the bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get all of the glory. Your job is to allow someone else to eat. And if you can consistently win your one-on-ones, force another person to try to double team you, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Things can work out for your favor.
He's cooking, Lord.
Yeah.
And when I watch the improvement and like how he's evolved, or I'm watching him absorb double teams. Yeah. I'm watching him not get moved off the line anymore. Lord, I'm really like back in the I ain't gonna lie, I was popping shots at him at first, but now, Lord, I really think if we can go in the off season and really get a running back and another, we need a real. I can't say he's not a real one, but we need I watched the one from Florida. Dude was like 400 pounds. Lord, did you see this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know what we need in the middle. We need that, and God knows we need an offensive coordinator to not to get down to inside the red zone and spreading it out, Lord. Yeah. Why are we spreading it out, Lord? Lord, we're running the ball 5 yards a pop, and we get down and throw it 3 times in the red zone, Lord.
Yeah, those are things that, even though we got the dub, those are things that really, really grinds my gears with Mike McCarthy. And it's the small things that Mike McCarthy just don't do. Like, we do appreciate the West Coast offense. but not the 1980 version, though. You know what I mean? He got to get hip to the newer version, man. Like, come on, man. Update them Windows 95, man. Come on, baby. You know, he still got Windows 95. He got the dial-up plan. And which, what you know what ultimately happened, VIP? This is what happened. Mike McCarthy is about 4 or 5 steps above of what we've seen out of Jason Garrett. So we would take that, right? You know, but the other offensive coordinators and beyond that, there's really, when you think about creativity, they are about 4 and 5, maybe 6 steps ahead of Mike, you know? So that's where we are at, bro.
But that's the problem, Lord, because if Jason, at least he was committed to the run. Like, if you can say what you want about this guy, at least he was committed to the run because he had Zeke, he had a good offensive line. Now, Lord, I'm watching our offensive line with Hoffa. Yo, Hoffa is that guy. I really think he should get in the offseason, get back in the weights, and fight for that. Fight for because you know your boy president about to retire.
Yeah,
Lord, I like this guy's grit, Lord. You can't teach that. What he brings to the table, Lord, is something you can't teach.
You can't really. Well, it's mindset. Mindset is, even though you may not have the skill set, right? You may not be the biggest or the strongest, right? Or the tallest.
You got the will set.
But you got the will. Yeah, you got to will your mind to it. You know, just like I said, when I was young, you know, I was the guy. You know, all of my other brothers, they graduated, you know, with the higher GPA. They was a little bit taller and bigger than me. They can talk fluently. You know, I was the one that was stuttering Stanley. You know, I was the one that had to put in the time to work and to put in the time to study. They got it naturally. So I always had that grit in me, you know what I mean? So that's why when we faced each other face to face and play each other in basketball, football, I'm winning. At all costs, I'm winning. I'm like the honey badger, or I'm like the go Energizer bunny. You know, I'm going to continue to do my thing, and that's where I get it at with Hoffman. He may not be the strongest, technically sound guy, but he got that grit. When you're on the ground, he's diving on you. He's in your face all day. You know what I mean? He's looking for a long-term commitment when he's out there on the field.
That's 4 quarters, Lord.
4 quarters.
Lord, he's pancaking, he's gritting, grinding, he's scraping and scrapping. Lord, I love this guy, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, Lord. I love him, and I love the way our offense ticks when he's in the game. We run the ball better when he's in the game, and that's not taking nothing from the Prez, because the Prez put in work. And I know we like to, as Cowboys fans, we can't just edify somebody else while tearing somebody down. We don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to do that. You know, sometimes, hey, you know, he have to just go off, and just like Odin, you know, when you know when he walked off to that edge, you know, and Thor and Loki were like, "Dad, where you going?" Hey, it's time for me to pass the torch. He just disappeared. That's what Zach Martin got to do. It's over with for him, man. Father Time is undefeated. Yeah.
That's it. And same thing with Mike McCarthy and his analytics or the way his ideology works, Lord.
Yeah.
He needs to just give up the order. Because I see, like, the thing is, Lord, he has brain farts because he's using 9. He used 9 sometimes, and then he'll just, he'll go away from it.
Yes,
like,
indeed.
Why are you not going back to it?
Lord, because I get it. Because he said, because when I tried, but when I held that 9, all I can see is with my mama's eyes. No one knows the struggle. They only see the trouble.
Yeah, we'll blame it on Dak. Lord. We'll blame that on Dak. We'll blame that on Dak. Lord, Lord, I just hope. I know you're missing moms and all that, missing my grandmother, and I know it hit a little different when it comes to these things, but she is looking down on it. She's proud of you, Lord. I'm proud of you, brother to brother. And I know your daughters look at you, and you got to remember, Lord. And I'm gonna leave at this because I got to go speak at a college next week, and part of my speech is fathers and fathers' impression on their daughters.
Yeah,
your daughter's first love is their father. So keep that in mind, Lord. Your daughter's first love is their father. So when they fall in love with the image of a man, it has to be an image of a law. So you have set the bar
Yeah. It's so high, man.
feel
John
me?
Legend high, man. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in, VIP.
And Lord, and I'm still riding. I'm Team Tank now, Lord. We won
What?
the game.
You gonna do this to me, VIP? After all of this positive talk, you gonna do this to me?
Lord, I want the running back more. I want to win. Lord.
Jetty.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I want to win every game we line up.
Okay,
But
okay.
Lord, I want Austin. I like this running back. I think he's a generational type player. And if we don't
so
get ahead of
VIP, let me tell you what you got to do. You got to go up to Boise, get some of that booger sugar and put it in his bag or something, man. You got to set him up. Somebody put, in the words of Vince Lombardi, put a gun under the seat, you know. Put a gas mask on his brother.
I got Mike McCarthy as a coach, Lord. I have total confidence that we are not going to win Outlaw. We might hiccup another win, maybe Carolina or something. But, Lord, I want to get in front of Cincy. I really, because you know Cincy wants our running back.
Yeah, they want him, man. I know they want Genty. So what I'm saying is you got to set him up. We got to do some scandal and stuff, man. So somebody, man, taint his pee or do something to Genty so he can fall to us. You know, come on, appreciate you, VIP. Thank you for calling in, bro.
I wanted them girls like they did to my boy Zeke. I wanted them come out the closet. That's what we need, Lord.
Yeah.
I wanted them come out the closet. Then Jerry can make her disappear.
Yeah.
All right, Lord, you know what it is.
No.
Damn, Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. No
Yeah.
Slurpees. I heard Slurpees still slurping.
I appreciate you, dog. Yeah, them Slurpees. Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. Y'all got to set Genty up, man, if y'all want to get him or Travis Hunter. I saw him in his booth thing. They wasn't even hugging and kissing. They beat a team 52-0, I believe, and she didn't want to give the man a hug or a kiss or just to get close to you. She might have turned her locations off. Later on that night, they fighting over something. And what's up with this Kai? What's his name? Kai? I need to go. I ain't gonna go to one of his houses though. He's like a baby Diddy. Yeah, with dreads or braids. Kai Sinai. What's his name? Kai Sinai or Sinai? Yeah, he be having grown men's over there doing dances and stuff. Kevin Hart, Shaq, and everybody. I'm like, come on, man. Them boys too old to be over there. Drewski, you know. I mean, they everywhere over there. You know, we're going to have to send maybe Genty there and then put a little something in his bag, you know. Yeah, Hoffman got to start. Before I let the next caller on, man, Hoffman, you see, he ain't looking for no short relationship. When you out there, he's marrying you, you know. Yeah, and look how you slammed the guy on the ground with Casanet. Yeah, how you say that? Pronounce it for me. But the brother, you know. But this dude right here, man, he's looking for a long engagement. He marries the opposition out there, and his death do us apart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's death do us apart out there. Yeah. David says baby Diddy. Yeah, he's baby Diddy with braids, man. I got my brother from another mother, no other, don't look like Danny Glover. And I know you don't have to worry about baby oil and all of that with him. His name is Scott. You're live from the 863. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, bro.
Hey, how we doing, guys?
How you doing, guys? Shit. Yeah, press the panic button on you. Shit.
You do. Hey, if anything to get Genty, that would be the thing to do. Since the hottest thing on the press right now, put some baby oil in his backpack and say, "Hey, he was." Look at him. He's on the list. That would definitely try him.
They will mess him up. Hey, it would go literally like this, you know. It go literally. Got some breaking news. Genty is caught with baby oil, some lube. On top of that, he was at Kai Sinat, party, slipping and sliding with some booger sugar.
I tell you, dog. Hey, man, you get one of them guys, man. I mean, hey, it's just wild like that. that draft slot to go down way down for us, bro.
It'd be like this. With the 17th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Boise State Ashton Genty. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Man, hey, but look though, the guys, Hoffman and all them boys, man. I noticed that the other day, man. I'm like, this cat got he got a mental problem, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's slamming people head into the ground, and the referee's not seeing it, and he's doing it on the slide.
And then he pointing at him after he do it. He like, yeah, I did it. It was me. Yeah, I did it. You know. I did it, baby. Yeah.
Man, he reminded me a little bit, man, about what's old boy that used to play with the Lions.
I thought I about you say Mark Stanowski or what's the Tuanay for us back in the days. He got that type of grit.
Hey, look, listen. That type of grit we need, bro. We need the whole team like that.
Yeah.
So we can't let that type of grit get contaminated with podcasts.
Yeah. But hold on, you breaking up, man. Where you at? You on the road?
Yeah, I am. I'm headed to Miami to go visit my aunt, man. She not doing too good, bro. Dang.
Oh, all the well.
I got you.
God, no, boy, you.
Oh man,
you one of them. You in one of those Illuminati areas, man. They don't like our conversation.
Yeah, I am, man. Dang. That sound good?
Yeah, just a little bit, bro. It's kind of difficult to hear you.
I'm out here with Diddy and y'all, man.
Yeah. You out with Diddy. You got the Diddy phone slipping out of services over there. But I hope your people get better, man. Miami, Lord, right now, Lord. Miami ain't a bad spot to be at right now on this weekend. So at the end of the day, you going to Miami, dog. You just be careful out there.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I am. Most up. Hey, man. Hey, but Schoolmaker though. School playing some ball.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring Ferguson back right now. Let Schoolmaker cook, bro.
Damn, you too? What? You too? You got that too?
Bro, Schoolmaker is cooking, bro. Am I lying? Bro,
Well,
hey, he ain't lying. Did last year.
He
playing better than what he did last year.
He is.
Span forward, them boys balling, man. They got the opportunity, and they're actually doing extremely well. I'm happy to see that. That is good.
No
because
doubt.
You know why? The chemistry, what we've seen the last two games, is good chemistry between these guys. The offensive line is doing better without Zach Martin right now.
Yeah.
You know, of course, they keeping Rush up. Although he haven't been throwing the best passes, he still got time because they've been blocking for him. So, I mean, we still got a chance to make it, bro. And that defense is doing great. So, I'm just saying, I still want to make the playoffs, bro.
Well, let's get it, man. Shoot. Hey, I'm all down for it, man. The only, and I'm not saying that we gonna be like that, but the only way Mike McCarthy won his one playoff game is one Super Bowl is that they had to sneak in, you know. So, yeah, appreciate you.
Exactly.
Appreciate you, Big Dog. Appreciate you for calling in, man. Let me hear you say it though, bro.
How about them Mamma Jammin' Cowboys, baby? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. There's my guy, man, on the Diddy phone, man. Brought to you by Scott, man. Be sure to check out. Me and him got a podcast on, and we got David Irvin. Oh, Scott, are you still there, bro?
Yeah.
Tell people about that project we got going with David Irvin. And it's no Diddy though, by the way, but it was brought to you by Areolas. Areolas, baby, talk to him about it.
You about baby. Coming to it near you. Listen, go on YouTube and type in #unmuted. It's called David and Goliath Sport Podcast. We got David Irvin on there. Law came on, was a special guest last week, and is doing great. Y'all go and just hit subscribe, man. It costs absolutely nothing to subscribe and support. Cowboy content with the players coming in, and it's great. We had fun on there, good content. You know what I'm saying? Just be respectful in the comments, though. That's all we have.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's my guy. Unmuted. You know. Yeah, and I had to put him on mute right now. Yeah. Here you go. Well, we have some fun over here, man. Appreciate everybody for jamming with me, man, and tuning in and being part of these specialty type of episodes, man. I know you guys got 1,002 things to do on this beautiful day other than listening to me. But I hope all is well with you all. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday time for your mind. I got from the 202, last but not least, man, I see you in here, bro. From the 202, talk to us, man. Big Amish. Mr. Big.
Goodbye.
They call me Mr. Big. We'll call back tomorrow, Big. Appreciate you so much, man. Cowboy Nation. Shout out to Jamie. He won the hat, the helmet, and I'm glad that he is able to call in to tell me about, his shot of speaking. We all have our fears. We all have our shortcomings. You got some people that's out in the spotlight. You got some people behind the scenes. You got some people that work with you, grind with you, regardless of the situation of what it may be. And Ice Cold Cowboys, not because of my size. Yeah, that's old school rap lyrics right there. A lot of people not old enough to remember that. But neither here nor there, Cowboy Nation. Check out Unmuted. Yeah, and check out all what we got going. This is just the beginning. I thank y'all. Love y'all to the moon and back. If you didn't get anyone to tell you that they love you today, well, you heard it from Law Nation. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you, Sadiq. The girls, they love the extra ice cream we was able to get for them this week. And on top of that, I got a little few toys that they love to play around with, making all type of noise. One thing, when you got little ones, and if you don't like a lot of noise, don't buy them little guitars and pianos and drums and stuff, because they going to bang on them, Appreciate you, Pete. He says, Law, thanks for dropping the knowledge. Hey, they say knowledge is power, right? And power is energy. And energy cannot be created nor destroyed, right? But it can be transferred to one person to another. And that's what I'm doing here on my time at this particular moment. I'm transferring my energy to you all. I'm talking out of pain. I'm in some bad situations, but I know that this too shall pass, right? I listen back to some of the things and I read your comments, right? This too shall pass. Yea, do I go through. It's not yea, do I stay in the shadows. And I want you guys to be the same. I want you guys to understand that at the end, when it comes for Law Nation, you will see me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. You will see the works of my hand. They say in the word, a man shall work by the sweat of his brow. I'm going to work. I'm going to work until the end comes for me. And I'm going to try to do my best. I'm going to try to give you guys all of me loves all of you. Come on, baby. I'm going to give y'all all of that, right? Salute to Rush Hour. My guy, Lil Dallas. Let's get it. Let's figure it out. Stack these things on top of each other. We'll look back and say, this is what have I built with the help of you all. Yes, we're going to be trial by fire over here. We're going to get it out of the mud the best way possible. Mama said, when you're in a situation, mud is easier to get off once it's dry. So don't dive right into it. Let it dry before you start scraping, before you start pulling it off, right? It could be just a matter of circumstances. Appreciate you, Travis. Law, you're doing an awesome job with sports knowledge. Keep up, fam. Appreciate you. That's all I can do right now. That's all I can do right now is counsel you all while you counseling me. So that's why I say the trolls are even welcome here. Yes, indeed. I'm not Jesus Christ, but even he washed the feet of Judah. Knowing that Judah was going to turn on him. Knowing that Judah was going to stab him in his back. That's humility with dignity. I'm going to tell you, there's a Judah somewhere in your corner. There's people somewhere in your corner waiting to stab you in your back, waiting to rip you out, waiting to make sure that they can walk on you even when you're down. But the main thing is this right here. Continue to strive and move forward. Continue to walk gracefully. The man of 1,000 miles began with one step. Write this down, ladies and gentlemen. Mama said, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, and I definitely do. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time, in your sleep, in your peace. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap if life itself seems empty and useless without it. And all that you scheme and dream is about it. If you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan, and lose all terror of your mind. If you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want. Ain't this right, Paul, Troy, Bethel, Eric, Freddie? Go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famine shall fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away, if dogged and grim, and besiege and beset. With the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, and anyone that can stand tall or not at all with me, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate y'all. One love. And if we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Let's get it. That's been my time.
Give me my thing, you.
Come on. Just know the stone that was rejected become the chief cornerstone of the builder's building. Come on with it. Let's roll credits, baby.
I've been really in the field. Wish I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on with it.
I make the deal, have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count that. Come on. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on. Shout out to you, Brian. Appreciate you. Travis Fitzpatrick. And anyone else that this one left out. Charge it to the beard. Come on. Hey. Yo. Who in law, baby? Who in law? Come on.
You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
It's like pleasure and pain. We stuck in this game. Holler my name. We all gonna die. We bleed through similar veins. How can you panic, huh? They heard the guns blasting, is on at work.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal.
Come on.
I just wanna run it up.
Picture a place that exists together. It got to be a place better than this in Dallas, huh? Come on. Come on, this should be your last day, or one of your last days eating that leftovers now. Thanksgiving was Thursday. I'll be all roll along. Come on. Put law in the chat if you will, law. Come on with it.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it
The law of probabilities, baby. That's what my guy Brandon, he didn't understood that, hey, I got the law of probabilities on my side.
Let me crack your cranium, fertilize your brain.
You get nothing. Lately, I just want to run it up.
Until next time.
Emotional damage.
Let's slow it on out, man. I use this song to really calm me down, because I be really on the groove of things, man. You know, I appreciate y'all. The Law Nation's groove. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. Man, there's going to be some blessings poured upon, and it's going to come to all of you all. Just wait on it. I'm coming. Yup. Patience with me. Come on with it. Old school soul. All right. And you. Ooh. Don't let them hit you, baby. It's danger, baby. Don't let the street lights hit you. Thank you. I'll follow. Wherever you go, whatever you do, sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. Yup. Come on with it. It says 7 wonders all in one. Don't let the street lights hit you. Come on with it. I follow. Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be, who you're going to be, who you're You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, no, just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you